Today, okay, I would like to welcome all the press meet here, and we are just praise for here the justice, humanity, and future of Tibet. So,
Everyone, a warm welcome to all the respected press and media who have come here to support us and to spread the words. Today, I will be speaking on a cry for justice, humanity, and the future of Tibet. Today, Tibetan advocates and global citizens raise their voice not in animosity, but in hope, not to incite conflict, but to demand justice, compassion, and human dignity. For decades, Tibetan people have endured systematic oppression, and despite repeated appeals for peaceful dialogue, Tibetan voices continue to be suppressed. We issue this urgent appeal to the United Nations, democratic governments, human rights organizations, and people of conscience worldwide. We call for immediate international action on the following critical issues. First, honoring the sacrifice of Tibetan self-immolators and rejecting the China's new law, Ethnic Unity Law. We solemnly remember Paulo Sangrangzin and more than 170 Tibetan people who have sacrificed their lives through self-immolation. These acts were not an expression of hatred, but desperate appeal for freedom, religious liberty, human dignity, and the preservation of Tibetan identity. Being a part of this Mother Earth, we must not turn blind eye to their sacrifices. We are deeply concerned about the China's new law on promoting the ethnic unity and progress, which many Tibetan organizations, independent UN experts, and the international bodies have warned could further undermine Tibetan language, culture, and religious freedom. We urge the international community to carefully examine these concerns and encourage meaningful dialogue and respect for human rights. Second, the second critical issue that I will be talking about is a call for nations worldwide to legislate in support of Tibet. We also call democratic governments around the world to move beyond expression of concern and consider legislative measures that support a peaceful resolution of Tibet-China dispute. The United Nations, the United States, has already passed the Resolve Tibet Act, and we encourage other democracies to explore similar initiatives with their own legal system and international commitments. Third, a call to the government of India. We respectfully urge the government of India to adopt a stronger and more proactive measure in support of Tibetan cause. Tibet is not merely a humanitarian issue. It is vital for regional peace, India's long-term national security, environmental sustainability, and the historic Indo-Tibetan relationship that has thrived for centuries. Our appeal is that the suffering of Tibet is not just a Tibetan issue, it is a human issue. It directly concerns human rights, religious belief, environmental protection, and peace and justice. We call upon the United Nations, democratic governments, civil society organizations, faith leaders, and people of goodwill to stand in solidarity with the Tibetan people. Silence cannot bring justice. Indifference cannot protect human dignity. And the time to act is now. We call all the people of this Mother Earth to stand in solidarity with Tibetan people. Thank you.
sorry, we apologize that we just forgot to introduce ourselves. I am Sonam Pinso and chairman of Mysore Tibetan Community Center as well as Joint Secretary of Mysore Tibetan Indo Friendship Secretary, as well as she is from ITYC, Tibetan Youth Congress, Mangalore. Now I have just added some point here. Tibetan issue is not only Tibetan's issue, it is very related with the whole Asia. As a Environment Council, major rivers from Tibet, and recently what will happen is there are feud for the water between Pakistan and India. This river comes from Tibet only. So we urge that government of India, or as well as all the people of India, kindly accept Tibetan is a conflict zone. Otherwise, what will happen is Chinese always demand Arunachal is a conflict zone. And you might know about it, China never share border with India. Tibetan border is shared with Indian only. That we should understand, and I request that all the brothers and sisters kindly support us to voice for the Tibetan is a conflict zone for your security, for environment security, for humanity. The second one is the government of Canada as well as government of